What's good, y'all? Podcast episode 25. Yeah, man, back at it. Hope everyone's having a good new year so far. Hope everyone's starting it off right with some positive habits. And, even if you didn't set some sort of New Year's resolution, it's always good to just have new energy flowing in the right direction, and I think with that kind of brings like a new mindset. At least for me it does. Kind of gives me like a reset. It's like a reset button. And yeah, man. Sorry, man, just a little cold outside today. Yeah, it's January 11th, 2024, Thursday. Of course, you know me, I'm always on my way to work. I'm not too sure how these are for, I guess, the listener, just hearing me ramble into my camera, but it does kind of help me in a sense, because it kind of makes up for this time that I have to drive to work to and from anyway. So why not create something? And I know these podcasts, they ain't shit. I mean, it's really just me just talking to myself, but hopefully there's something in here that you might relate with, or if you're here because of my music, hopefully it just kind of gives you the updates on my music and where I'm at mentally, and what's inspiring my songs that I'm putting out. So yeah, man, that's kind of why I record to and from work or whatever in the car. It's just easy for me. It's easier than going home and setting up, bringing over my mic, doing all that. So it's just easier to do it this way. So, and in the future, man, who knows where this is gonna go. I mean, it's nothing crazy over the top. I'm just kind of going with the flow, and I call it a podcast. It really is not a podcast. I mean, who knows, man? I'm not overthinking it too much. You know me, I overthink shit. If I get to overthink it too much, I'll end up scrapping all these episodes. I just don't think it's necessary. Just cool to be able to kind of look back on and, excuse me. But yeah, man, what's been going on? I know that last episode I talked about my boy Reckless, and we had his visitation a couple days ago, and I think the biggest thing for me that hit me the most about that was just seeing all the people that he impacted. I mean, when we got there, literally there was a line wrapped around the building, waiting out in the rain. And when you got inside the funeral home, it was even more of a line. So it just was awesome, man, to be able to see how many people Jake impacted in his life, and it just speaks volumes for the type of relationship that him and I had, because I didn't know Jake well enough to kind of like tell his story outside of like music. But when I met him, it just, you just meet people that immediately give you a good vibe and show you respect and love you where you're at, and they don't judge you. And then as you develop a relationship with them, they're the type of people that lift you up when you're down, put gas on the fire of your dreams, inspire you to keep going, you know, and that's what he did for me. That's what he did for me. So in just the little of time that I knew him. So, you know, it just was cool to see all these people that he impacted, and knowing, like, you know, he could have did some of that stuff for these people too. So I just thought that was really cool, man. I thought it was really awesome to see, you know, just the amount of people, from young people to older people to family, friends. And it just made me think, like, man, that's how you know what kind of life that you lived. You know, how many people show up to your funeral? Because, I mean, it's tough to go to a funeral, man. It really is. But, you know, people take time out of their lives because of the impact that that the person that left the earth had on them, you know? If that makes any sense. But yeah, man, outside of that, you know, I got to meet his family, his parents, his brother. Man, it was really cool. It just was really cool to hug his mom. And, you know, I didn't know that she knew who I was, I guess, from my music. But, yeah, you know, I walked up. It's like, hey, Miss Sherry, I'm Tim. I made music with your son. And she's like, Tim who? I'm like, oh, it's Tim Cruize. She's like, oh my gosh. And, you know, gave me a hug. And, man, that just, for her to do that, man, she didn't have to. And that's just something that I'll always remember, you know? It's just a memory that her and I made. In just, you know, just a few seconds that I'll keep with me forever, you know? And it just speaks volumes, man. Like, you know, his dad was very respectful. So it just shows, you know, where he got his personality from, you know? He was raised right. And you know, no matter what demons that we face or whatever, you know, happens in life, it's, you know, our roots, man, are what kind of make the person that we are. And yeah, man, it just was really cool to just meet his family and just celebrate his life, you know, hear other people kind of, just while we were in line, hearing other people telling their story of him. I know a lot of people that we were in line with, I guess, went to school with Jake. So I know he played football, sports, went to school. He DJ'd, he rapped, of course. He just did a lot, man. You could just tell from all the pictures that they had. He was a special guy, man. And, yeah. You know, one thing that I keep thinking of, and I was telling my wife, and I know that I shouldn't blame myself for this, but, you know, I just wish that, I wish his music would have been more, I wish his music would have blew up more in the city. Because our city of Cincinnati, man, like, there's only so many artists that are doing it consistently, for one, but then also putting out legit albums. you know, cover arts, singles, music videos, doing the damn thing consistently. And he was one of them. And it just pisses me off that our city couldn't recognize that enough to blow his music up, you know, while he was here. And I don't know, man, that just bothered me thinking about that. And I guess I took a little bit of responsibility for that. You know, I think it's our responsibility, especially loving hip-hop and music as much as we do. It's our responsibility to uplift our artists in our city. Yeah, it's cool. Everyone listens to Drake when he drops a new album. I get that. Everyone listens to, name your favorite rapper, J. Cole, Kendrick. Cool. Great. But these guys aren't in our city doing the damn thing day in, day out, week in, week out. You're like, I don't think you guys realize the amount of time and effort and energy goes into making an album. I mean, it's an everyday thing. It's not just, hey, let me put a couple songs or let me put some lyrics to a beat. It's not just that. At least it wasn't for Reckless. And I can speak on his behalf because him and I were running buddies in the sense that we kind of hashed out. We told each other's game plan. So I just think that we have a responsibility as a city to uplift those around us that are doing something great. And it don't even have to be music. It can be, you know, somebody writing a book. It can be somebody opening up a new business, you know? You know, the same way that you would support local business because it's just that you're helping out a family in need, you know, who just got their business going. Why wouldn't you do that for music? I mean, I get it. Everyone shops at Target the same way that everyone listens to Drake. But isn't it cooler? Aren't you going to get a cooler feeling supporting that local business or that local artist, knowing that you are a part of their come up? I mean, that's my thing, man. That's my rant for this morning. Like, I've had to get this off my chest for a while. I mean, this is something that's been on my mind even before his passing. Because, you know, I feel like I'm kind of in the same boat. You know, I've been doing this shit for quite some time. And this isn't like a brag. This isn't me being selfish. It's me being honest. You know, I've been doing music for 10 plus years now. Multiple albums at this point. Cover arts, you know, the whole 9 yards. Music videos, maybe I should have a few more. I got some out there. But we're doing the damn thing, you know? And I just feel like maybe if I had a little bit more support from my city, the place where I'm from, maybe we could do a little bit more, you know, have a bigger impact. And it bums me out, man, that our own city, like, refuses to step in and support, you know? And I don't think that's how it is. I know for a fact that's not how it is in, like, Nashville. That's not how it is in Florida. That's not how it is in Atlanta, Cali. Like, other places, man, they're supporting their local artists, blowing them up, and then those new artists become everyone's favorite artist. All because it took a little support from the city. You know? So So I don't know, man. That's my rant for this morning. Sorry to kind of beat the bush, but yeah, man, somebody's got to do it. You know, and I get it, dude. Like, Cincinnati's not the most, it's just not a very entertaining place. There's not really a lot of like music scene going on here. Like, it's a lot of country music, folk music, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, I love that type of music. But I mean, even those guys, it's like they don't really get the support that they need. I know 2 or 3 of my friends that do folk music, and yeah, he had a little push to begin with, but it faded, and it pisses me off, man. It makes me mad, because there's really talented artists that come out of Cincinnati, but no one knows of them because our city just refuses to support more than just like, oh, here's a like on Instagram. Oh, I see you have an album. I'll like your post. Cool. Well, shit, man. Likes don't pay my bills. Likes aren't doing too much for me. Like, I appreciate you taking the time to do that, to at least just acknowledge me. But like, what else can we do? I mean, it takes 2 more seconds to share. I don't know, man. And maybe I should take more responsibility. You know, it's not all my city's fault. You know, it is my fault that maybe I just haven't made myself available enough. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, man. Sorry, man. iPhone ran out of storage. Yeah, hopefully I didn't draw you away too far, you know, with my rant, but I guess it just triggered me a little bit, man. Like, I love Reckless's music. I always have. You know, he was somebody that just consistently put out good stuff. And you could just see, you could hear his growth throughout his music, which I thought was really cool. Because, like, you know, that it just tells a story, man. It just tells the story of what it's all about. Of who he was, you know? So I thought that was really cool, man. And I just wish that his music had a little bit more recognition. But yeah, man, I was supposed to be going to Chicago this weekend for a Blackhawks game. We got tickets because Connor Bedard. But if you follow sports, you know that he broke his jaw, and so he's out 6 to 8 weeks, baby. So, and we got these tickets. I mean, it might have been back in October. So it's definitely frustrating, man. We're going all the way to Chicago. We got a room and everything, and won't even be able to see him play. So it kind of stinks, but it's all good, man. Things happen. Shit happens. And we're still gonna go, hopefully, just depending on the weather. I know Chicago this time of year gets kind of rough, but we're hoping to leave Saturday morning, and we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, man. Just trying to tune back in, man. Just trying to tune back into my healthy habits. I got 4 things that I try to do consistently every day. You know, if I miss a day, I miss a day. I try not to beat myself up over it. But 4 things, bro. That's reading, drinking a gallon of water, exercise in some form, and playing guitar. That's my 4 things this year. And last year was just reading, water, and exercise. But this year I had to add guitar into the mix because I really want to take time to learn guitar, man. You know, I got a nice guitar for Christmas. Maddie and my family all chipped in, man. Got me a Martin guitar. So it's beautiful. So I'm really just trying to learn, man. Just trying to learn, practice every day, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And just trying to get my fingers used to just placement of guitar right now, on the guitar, placement on the strings, on the frets. So we're getting there, man. I've only missed 1 day so far this year, so actually 2 days. I missed 2 days so far, but it's all good, man. It's just gonna take some time, and yeah, man, we'll get there. So yeah, I won't go too much longer, man. Just wanted to tap back in because my phone just decided to stop my last video. So, but yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Let's make it a good day. Hope everyone has a good weekend. I'll try to tap back in here soon. If you have any ideas on how I can make this thing better, outside of like the blatantly obvious, like, bro, stop recording in your car, you know, just let me know. I mean, just remember, I try to keep this shit simple. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing overly fancy. It's really just a way for me to kind of let out what's going on in my mind and in my life. So, you know, but yeah, I just appreciate it. I do have a new song dropping Friday, man. Goldberg with my boy Young Kai. And yeah, man. Damn, that drops tomorrow. It's crazy. But yeah, man, Goldberg out tomorrow. Tim Cruize, Young Kai. We got a little project dropping too, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, man, hope you guys enjoy it. Keep me posted. Let me know how just let me know what you think of my creations as we go 2024, you know? So yeah, man, much love. Hope you have a good day. Peace.